But of course, what is also massive this coming weekend is all the sports we have to look forward to, because after 6 months of action, we finally made it to the last group stages in Super Rugby, and there are also 3 exciting local derbies for us to keep an eye on, as well as other sporting fixtures. We've got sports journalist Juan Karstel, who's here to join us to look ahead of the weekend full of action, man. And yeah, like I said, rugby, there's plenty of it.
Definitely. I think, the Bulls and the Stormers is always something to really look forward to, because, I mean, like the North-South derby has always been traditionally something that has drawn a big crowd, and it's always been really good rugby. So, yeah, I think really a lot to look forward to. I mean, the competition's been a little bit long, so I think I'm glad we're getting to the playoffs finally.
All right, so who do you think will be the standout players in terms of the 2 teams, Bulls and Stormers?
So I think Siya Kolisi is having the season of his life, and I really think that he's going to have a good game. I think Damian Willemse, our young number 10, the Stormers' young number 10, is also really one to watch. So I think those are the main 2 to watch for me.
Yeah. Let's go over to another clash between the Lions and the Sharks. And, of course, they've also had Sharks, a bit of an iffy season.
Yeah.
Lions, what do you make of their performance so far?
Yeah, the Lions have just exceeded my expectations. I mean, last season they were amazing, but I just didn't think they could do it again, and they just have. So, I mean, they're playing the Sharks. I really don't think the Sharks stand a chance. I know it's a local derby, but the Lions have got a lot to play for. I mean, they can end up in the first position.
Absolutely, and of course, it seems like the entire Lions team is a Springbok squad of some sort.
Exactly.
So it's a bit of an international versus local team matchup there. And then finally, Kings versus the Cheetahs. What do you make of that matchup?
Yeah, I just love the Kings. I think that, they kind of got like a ragtag feel to them, but they're just an amazing team, and they really play out of their shoes every match. And I think the Cheetahs is also going to be in for a hard time on Saturday.
Excellent. Well, we'll look forward to all the results as they come through on Monday. But then this seems to be a kind of a sensitive topic now. You can't just be sitting at the dinner table and mention the words cricket. You've got to be careful with it. We're heading into the second test against England right now after being demolished in the first.
Yep.
What's going on? What is going on?
So I think that the first test was, a kind of a selection problem in that we picked only 4 bowlers, and the problem was we were right on top of them in the first session. I mean, we had them 70 for 4, whatever, and then because we only had 4 bowlers, we bowled some part-timers, and Stokes and Root really got on top of us. So I really think we need to prevent that happening in the next game, and we need to pick another bowler.
But you talk about not having enough bowlers. We had our chances where we dropped Root.
Yeah.
How many times? 3 or 4 times? And he went on to score his first ton as a captain, in fact, almost a double ton, which is what did the major damage in that first innings. We couldn't even recover in the second. So can we blame it not just on the bowling, but also partly on the pressure mentality of performing on the big stage now? It seems like we really are, choking.
Well, I guess I was trying to sugarcoat it, but dropping catches and that kind of thing is really unforgivable. I think JP Duminy put down roots, and I think it's really good that, he's getting time outside of the squad to find himself again and find some form, because, I mean, he hasn't played well in the test squad for a long time. Yeah,
well, it still remains to be seen what the boys will do in order to try and recover something of, I guess, a stake of pride coming into the second test. Thanks very much for being with us this morning. Of course, check out the sports, and when the results come through on Monday, we'll update you and let us know which sporting highlights you're looking forward to. Join us on social media using #ExpressoShow.